Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we discuss what is testing of hypothesis. Before defining the formal definition of the testing of hypothesis, first of all, we understand what is hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is an idea that can be tested through study and experimentation. Simply is an idea that can be tested. And also, what is sampling? You already know what is sampling, but I explain here again. Sampling is a procedure to adopt samples from the population. Now we go to a formal definition of testing of hypothesis. Testing of hypothesis is a procedure which enables us to decide on the basis of information obtained by sampling whether to accept or reject any specified statement in a statistical problem regarding the value of parameter. Testing hypothesis simply is a procedure. Testing hypothesis simply is a procedure, and we take information from the population and this information is a sample that can be taken from the population. We make a statement from these samples and applying the test whether this statement is accept or reject regarding to the value of parameter. Now here we discuss four basic hypotheses. Now, first of all, we discuss what is null and alternative hypothesis. What is the basic difference between null and alternative hypothesis? Null hypothesis denoted as capital H naught and alternative hypothesis denoted as capital H1 or capital HA. Before understanding null hypothesis, null meaning simply nothing. Null meaning simply nothing. But in the proper definition, when we define null hypothesis, or then in this definition, the word nothing, no, comes. We define null hypothesis, or when we write null hypothesis, we see that there is no difference. Word no comes, or there is no effect of one variable to another variable. We define null hypothesis by another way. Results makes equal to single value. When we see null hypothesis mathematically, we can see that the results of null hypothesis is equal to single value. But on the other hand, when we understand the alternative hypothesis, in alternative hypothesis, something effect of one thing to another thing. If we define another way, alternative hypothesis, by using the mathematical way, in results sign of greater or less comes. Now here we take an example. Let's see the math scores of two groups. Say group A1, the average math score. I talk the average math scores. The average math scores of group A1, which is equal to 93, and the group A2 is equal to 90. Average score mean also other name I use average, say mean. The mean score, math score or average math score of the group A1 is equal to 93 and the group A2 is equal to 90. I makes a statement from this example. First of all, I make a statement about null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between the mean scores of maths test of group A1 and A2. Dear students, you've seen this table and check the difference between these two. There is only the difference, which is equal to 3. But be kept in mind, in statistics we set the difference which we acceptable or not acceptable. Now for this statement I say the difference less than 3 or equal to 3 is not acceptable. So this statement means correct. There is no significant difference between the mean scores of maths test of group A1 and A2. But in this statement there is a significant difference. But now I change our statement, which I say the difference 3 is ignored. But now this difference 3 is not ignored. So read this statement. There is a significant difference between the mean score of maths test of group A1 and A2. Then these statements make correct. Now, remarks of this difference. If null hypothesis is accepted, dear students, it's very important. If null hypothesis is accepted in a problem, then alternative hypothesis is rejected ultimately. And if null hypothesis is rejected, then the alternative hypothesis is accepted. Now we think that the average height of the students in GCUF Pakistan. In example number 2, we think that the average height of the students in GCUF Pakistan, which is equal to 62 inches. Above statement is taken as hypothesis, that is H0 mu, which is equal to 62 inches. We can write this statement by using the definition of null hypothesis, which we read already in the definition. That is, result makes equal to single value. And here you can see result makes is equal to single value. If this statement is rejected, then makes alternative hypothesis, that is H1 mu not equal to 62 inches if the height is not equal to 62 inches, or H1 mu which is greater than 62 inches, or H1 mu less than 62 inches. If above statement about the null hypothesis is rejected, then we say either this average height greater than 62 inches or less than 62 inches by using the definition of alternative hypothesis, that is, in results sign of greater or less comes. You can see easily here the sign of greater or less comes. But in the first example, you can see that for the null hypothesis the word no comes, and in alternative hypothesis the word no not comes. If the word no comes, then we say it is null hypothesis, and when no not comes, then it is an alternative hypothesis about this statement by using the definition nothing or something. Hopefully you can understand easily from this explanation. Now we are going to the next hypothesis, that is the simple and composite hypothesis. This is also very important. Simple and composite hypothesis. A simple hypothesis is one in which all parameters of the distribution are specified. Simply, the parameters of distributions are specified. But on the other hand, in composite hypothesis, a composite hypothesis is one in which all the parameters of the distribution are not specified. In composite, parameters of the distribution are not specified, but in the simple hypothesis, the parameters of the distributions are specified. Now let's see an example. For example, the height of the college students are normally distributed with sigma square, which is equal to 4. The hypothesis that its mean mu h1, which is equal to 62 inches, this is a simple hypothesis. Why we say this is a simple hypothesis? Because the parameter of the distributions are specified, which I specified the average mean of the height of this university, which is equal to 62 inches. I specified this number. But when we see the example of the composite hypothesis, the height of the college students are normally distributed with h, with mu greater than 62 inches and sigma square, which is equal to 4. Here sigma is the standard deviation. If the sigma standard deviation, sigma square is equal to 4, standard deviation is equal to 4, but and mu is greater than 62 inches. Or maybe if sigma square is less than 4, standard deviation is less than 4, but mu is equal to 62 inches. But in this example, the height of the students in this example, we makes two statements. The height of the student may be this, may be this. If the sigma square is equal to 4, then mu greater than 62 inches. But if the sigma square is less than 4, then mu is equal to 62 inches. This is a composite hypothesis because the exact distribution of the population is not defined. Hopefully you understand what is hypothesis, testing hypothesis, and the very important 4 types of the hypothesis, null and alternative hypothesis, along with simple and composite hypothesis. If you have any question, please write in the comment section. Okay, Allah Hafiz.